everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's opening week in the NFL, and today we have two teams are more than ready to get the season underway. It's the Steelers going everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's opening week in the NFL, and today we have two teams who are more than ready to get the season underway. It's the Steelers going up against the Browns.
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. And they're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. This is Bell. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage. I really liked what he did there.
They'll go again with Bell. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And he finds McDonald. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. Throw left side is complete to Rodgers. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Well, they gave the 60-yarder a try, didn't make it, and now they're in a tough position defensively. This offense has it at midfield. Crowell. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Career highs in receptions, carries, and total yards last year for Crowell. His total yardage was 952. That was the highest by a Cleveland Brown running back since 2010.
And that sounds impressive, but I think there's much more out there for him. If Cleveland plays even with people, not from behind, he'll get more carries, more touches, and his yardage will go up.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Kaiser now. A screen complete to Crowell. He can't get him down. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
when you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down. Six yards to go here on second down. On the counter, it's Corral. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Now Kaiser. And he's got his tight end in Njoku. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Kaiser to throw it. And his pass incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Second down now after the incompletion. They go back to the ground now with Crowell. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
On 3rd down, Kaiser. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Mitchell. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. Decent chunk of yardage still left here, 2nd and 7. Again, it's Bell. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. So 2nd down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd. Now it's Roethlisberger. He completes it to Bryant. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
And Martavis Bryant back in the fold, which delights not just himself, but, of course, his quarterback, Ben Roethlisberger. This guy, he can do it all, Brandon, able to go across the middle and stave off contact and make catches.
Sat out last year, as you're alluding to. Year before, though, 50 catches, 765 yards, and 6 touchdowns. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he'll be knocked down sideways. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
That one good for 12 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And, boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup. And guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
He gets it to Brown. Complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Antonio Brown, 58 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. Boswell on now to kick this one away. Now it's Duke Johnson here on the return. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Browns heading out on offense, Charles, and with them so many facts we can hit on, but unfortunately not many good. 9 consecutive losing seasons, 4-28 the last 2 years, 26 starting quarterbacks since coming back in '99. Only one of 2 non-expansion teams to never appear in a Super Bowl. You get the point, so give me some optimism.
Well, they're hoping it'll just be one starting quarterback in 2017, someone who will solidify that position for the team. And then think about what they did in the draft, though. 3 first-round draft picks, including Myles Garrett, the #1 overall pick in the draft, a defensive end out of Texas A&M. They're hoping it's a fresh start and a new direction for Cleveland.
On second down, here's Crowell. And some space here. The ball comes out, but fortunately he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll try to throw here. Kaiser into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Out left side here to Bryant. And down inside the 15 he goes. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Jesse James, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Reminder that later tonight we'll see the Giants and Cowboys battle in Dallas. Seems like they're always playing in week 1. And then on Monday night, a doubleheader. Adrian Peterson, his first game with the Saints. He's already back in Minnesota to play the Vikings. And then a 10:20 start on the East Coast. It's the first game for the L.A. Chargers traveling to Denver.
A nice AFC West matchup.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Kaiser going underneath for Crowell. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll try to run for it with Crowell. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the 1st down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. A 1st down throw for Kaiser. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 30 yards there. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 1st down. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Sammy Coates now to return it. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Meanwhile, on the NFL scoreboard, a game going on in Chicago. And it's the Bears who are off to the early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Second half begins with a run by Crowell. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole that closed there quickly at the end. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Flex round! Flex round! Let's go! Watch, 9, Ohio! Ohio!
To throw is Kaiser. To the right side and complete to Njoku. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They're indeed going. It's Kaiser. That's Njoku over the middle. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
David Njoku, nearly 17 yards a catch in college. Those are wide receiver numbers.
Yeah, went to Miami. Brad Kaya was his quarterback. They were a really good combo. Also, how about the wingspan of the young rookie? 35.25-inch arms.
Quarterbacks love that. That catch radius, huge. And what he does after the catch, really impressive.
Caught here left side by Brett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. A first down carry now for Crowell. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll run it again with Crowell. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Now it's Crowell.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Kaiser now to throw on first down. Being chased out left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll toss it to Crowell. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says try something different, try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
They'll throw here. Kaiser. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. On 1st and 10, Kaiser. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Bud Dupree coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7. A long drive here. Play 12 coming up for the offense.
Let's go.
Kaiser now on 2nd down. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 17. Here's Kaiser. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. James Harrison in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to launch this thing. Wait. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. And he pushed it right. It's no good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Larry Ogunjobi in there to drop him, and that will go into the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. He gets him moving forward again with an 8-yard run, but they'll still be left with 14 yards to go on 3rd. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off here by C.O. Moore. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Now Kaiser. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Not too many teams will use a first-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the first round there. Nice little catch and run to get the good yardage. So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the fourth with the football. Kaiser now from the 50. A screen complete to Crowell. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
First down, Kaiser. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. James Harrison in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Second down, Kaiser. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. David Njoku was the intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down. And if the defense can hold here, this ball game is over.
And they're thinking more than just holding. They're thinking about a takeaway to finish things off.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Bud Dupree in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
Here we go.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So third and long. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this third down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down. Keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Partner, you absolutely cannot take a sack in that situation. Now, it's also fourth down.
Here's Jordan Berry now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And it's a high kick and hit pretty well. They're all through up in Detroit. And give that one to the Cardinals. They wind up winners. A win would be their first of the young season. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, You can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the...
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the two-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week one. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best